Hi guys, Namaste. Welcome back to Ankinish Creations. So today we are going to paint on this wood slice, a real-time dot mandal painting. मैंने इस wood slice को I have applied gesso first because if we will not apply gesso or any primer as a base layer, paint will not be opaque on top of wood. The wood will try to मतलब वो absorb कर लेगा paint को. After gesso, I am applying a layer of black acrylic paint on top of my wood slice. So this video is in real time. सिर्फ ये black paint को मैंने fast forward किया है. Now these are all my dotting tools. इसमें से ही I'm going to use few of them to paint dot mandal painting on this wood slice. So first I've chosen this flat dotting tool and a gold acrylic paint और मैं बीच में एक dot कर रही हूँ as you can see. So it's not that एक ही बार में perfect dot आ जाएगा. Sometimes we have to try multiple times to get the perfect dot. Now I'm using this green metallic paint and a small dotting tool, and I'll be making small dots around this golden dot. And for this one as well, because wood ka surface is not as smooth as canvas or a paper, तो थोड़ा सा trial and error लगता है. You have to do like multiple times. Some dots you have to do multiple times. Some dots एक ही बार में आ जाएंगे. I like to do freehand when I do dot mandal painting. I don't like to draw any grid or any kind of guidelines before, but you can draw your grid if you want that kind of perfection. I like to do it freehand way because that's what I like to do. That's my way of painting a dot mandal painting. So here I am making small dots of green metallic paint around golden dot in the center, and as you can see they are almost like same size and it is forming a good round of dots. Now once I'm done with my green dots, उसके बाद I'm going to use this clay tool. ये clay tool के kit में आया था, but I use it more for my dot mandal painting. And उसके बाद again I'm using the same gold acrylic paint and I'm going to make dots around the green dots. In the same way जैसे मैंने green dots बनाए थे वैसे ही I'm making this golden dots of same size like standing dots. They are not of different sizes, they will be of same size. तो जब हम same size dots बनाते हैं we need to dip our dotting tool every time. Like with each dot we need to dip it in the paint ताकि वो same size के आए. If we don't dip it every time with every dot तो उनकी sizes different हो जाएगी. So yeah, I'm making this circle around this green dot. After the layer of a golden, like a circle of golden dots, I'm again using the same dotting tool which I used for the previous metallic green circle. और मैं वापस वैसे ही metallic green dots का एक circle बना रही हूँ with the same size dotting tool. You can choose your design. The purpose of making this real-time dot mandal painting is to show you कि थोड़ा पेशेंस की ज़रूरत होती है और एग्जैक्टली कितना टाइम लगता है. आई मीन व्हाट इज़ द स्पीड व्हाइल मेकिंग अ डॉट मंडल पेंटिंग, बिकॉज अभी तक वेन एवर आई हैव अपलोडेड अ वीडियो आई हैव लाइक फास्ट फॉरवर्डेड इट थोड़ा टाइम लैप्स में बिकॉज इट गेट्स बोरिंग टू वॉच. बट उसके बाद in every video so many of you guys have so many questions, so I thought let me make a real-time video where I'm showing you a real-time process of making a dot mandal painting. It's a very slow process. It requires a lot of patience and steady hands, but also it is very enjoyable. So now I've made some copper dots using a flat dotting tool, and again now I'm using a small dotting tool and using this metallic color paint. और now I'll be making moving dots like decreasing order dots. So उसके लिए first I'm making एक dot on top of each big dots. So while making this kind of decreasing pattern, and जब हम ऊपर वाला dot बनाते हैं it's very important कि हम हमारे जो surface है like this wooden slice, I'm moving it with every dot so that हर डॉट ऐसे टॉप पे आए. इफ़ वी विल नॉट मूव द सरफेस हो सकता है कि डॉट थोड़े से टेढ़े मेढ़े आए एंड इट विल नॉट लुक नाइस. After making all the single dots on the top of each dot, I am making this decreasing pattern wala dots. So now for this decreasing pattern वाले dots, हर dot के बाजू में it's not necessary कि पूरी line of decreasing pattern will come. तो बट यू हैव टू एडजस्ट, लाइक या तो उतना गैप छोड़ो कि सारे डॉट्स के बाजू में वैसी लाइन आए, या फिर एडजस्ट इट while you are painting and it will look good at the end. Also, while making a dot mandal painting, the consistency of paint really matters. मतलब paint should not be very thin or very thick like tube paints. It should be like a consistency of a nail paint, or little bit thicker than a nail paint will also work, but it should not be very thin or very thick. Thick हुआ तो it will not form a good dot, मतलब ऊपर ऐसे pointy सा कुछ दिखेगा, and thin हुआ तो again it will spread and not form a proper pattern of a dot. Now dot mandal painting में this type of strokes also are very popular, where you dip your dotting tool in paint and then drag it like this to form like a decreasing pattern, but in a go and not in a dots form. Like you can see what I am doing here. It's it's easier to see than to explain. So this type of pattern also looks very good. It is not like every pattern is same, like completely same, but they look very good when they form a particular pattern around a dot, as you can see here. But it requires little bit of practice, so if you have not done this kind of pattern before, I would suggest you to practice it on any other paper or any rough surface or any paper first before doing it on your main painting. Now I'm using a bigger size of dotting tool to make a circle on top of this pattern to complete this dragging kind of pattern. I don't know what it is called, but उसके ऊपर एक एक dot लगाने से it looks complete. Now I'm using again that metallic green paint and a small dotting tool, and I'm again doing that flowing pattern wala thing, where I'm dipping my dotting tool and dragging it to form a pointy thing at the end, like a leaf or a drop kind of a pattern. And it might be possible that sometimes this kind of patterns does not come in one flow, and you have to like drag it little bit with a very thin dotting tool to make that pointy end. So it is always a trial and error, but kuch na kuch karke it will work. After doing this green strokes, I'll again use gold acrylic paint and a flat dotting tool to make some dots like this around this green strokes. So for making a standing dot like this, which is not decreasing in size, flat dotting tool is good. But if you want to make any pattern which is decreasing in size, like the green pattern we made or the decreasing dots, we have to use the curvy और जो गोल गोल टिप वाला डॉटिंग टूल होता है, that is good for that kind of pattern. Now as I said earlier कि कभी कभी while making this kind of flowy pattern like dragging pattern, it might be possible कि एक बार में नहीं हो, like I'm doing here. I'm trying multiple times to get that proper curvy pattern and a proper pointy end at the end of the pattern. So like you can see, sometimes the consistency of paint is different, yeah, surface is different. There are so many factors that matters. So sometimes you have to like बार बार करना पड़ता है to get that perfect curve and end at the point at the end of the pattern. After the blue strokes, I also added the copper strokes and this green dots. I thought I was recording, but I forgot to press the recording button. So this is the next design which I did. And now I'm using the gold acrylic paint again and a small dotting tool and doing that dragging design which I did with the green metallic paint. The same design I'm doing in between all these designs. Again, it's a good idea to move your surface while painting a dot mandal painting, so that sab kuch is pointing in right direction. Like all these strokes also should point in right direction to form a proper circle, making a proper circular dot mandal painting. And yeah, while making this kind of strokes as well, with every stroke we need to dip our dotting tool in the paint every time we are making a new stroke. And also it's a good idea to clean your dotting tool frequently in between, ताकि बहुत सारा paint bulge up नहीं हो जाए dotting tool पे, otherwise the size of the strokes or dot will vary. Now at this point, while making this golden strokes, I was thinking like this looks perfect, this design looks so good at this point, and agar if I was making this on a paper or a canvas, मैं यहीं पे रुक जाती, I would have ended this design here. But because the wooden slice itself was not a proper circular size, उसका एक अपना natural shape है, it was not looking like something which is proper in the center. कहीं पे ज़्यादा space छूट रहा था, कहीं पे कम space छूट रहा था around this circle or dot mandal design which I have made. But it depends on individual perspective. तो मैंने सोचा कि I will continue and fill up the black area as much as possible to give it a complete look. But you can stop here because the design here at this point looks complete to me. Let me know your thoughts. Also, do let me know if you like this real-time video idea where I'm sharing like real-time process with you all. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now next I'm using this another blue metallic shade and a flat dotting tool, but as you can see the consistency of this paint was little thick than normal dotting paint consistency. तो यहाँ पे कुछ एक pointy सा surface form हो रहा था on top of dot, if you can see. तो अभी मैं next dot जब करूँगी उसके बाद I'll try to fix that dot, because sometimes it's not very easy to remove the particular dot. If it is fixable, I try to fix it, then to remove that dot and do another color or another shade. So here I'm using a thin dotting tool and spreading that blob of paint on top of it, and uske baad it was looking good. So the only purpose of showing this is कि हर बार एक ही बार में डॉट्स परफेक्ट नहीं आते हैं, बहुत सारा कुछ बीच बीच में ट्राई करना पड़ता है as you go. There might be some different techniques which you will discover yourself while painting a dot mandal. Painting जो आपके लिए convenient हो, which you will find suitable for you. There सबके process, there are so many people who makes this kind of painting, and everybody has some different process, their own different techniques to make this kind of painting. So I'm sharing my techniques which are useful for me. I hope that is useful, you will find useful all this techniques, and you will find your own technique while making your dot mandal painting, and you will keep on finding, जैसे जैसे आप बनाते रहोगे ना, you will keep on finding new techniques, new improvements, or something you will discover yourself कि नहीं ऐसे करूँगी तो it will be much better. So yeah, I hope you find this video or tutorial useful if you are interested in making dot mandal paintings. Now after those big blue dots, I'll again be doing that decreasing pattern wale dots around this blue dot. But if you can see, अब जो areas बचा है, somewhere my dots will go on wood as well. But because that wood surface is not primed, I have to like dab on that dot like I'm doing here again and again, ताकि वो dot properly उस wood surface पे आए. That's why I was saying कि directly wood पे करने से wood will absorb the paint और वो dot properly नहीं आएगा. So it's better to prime. So now I'm fixing that dot ताकि वो proper circle आए. On the black part it's easy to form a dot, but directly on wood it was not easy. Wood was absorbing the paint, so वो proper circle नहीं आ रहा था. But that's okay, it's just a small dot, so I'm able to fix here. But a major area it's better to prime or apply gesso first. After this I'm making that decreasing dots wala pattern or moving dots wala pattern again around this blue dots, and I'll do this on around all the blue dots. And yeah, we are almost coming near to the end of this painting, and मैंने बीच बीच में आई हैव कट डाउन सम क्लिप्स जहाँ पे रिपीटेड पैटर्न्स हो रहे थे, बिकॉज अदरवाइज ये वीडियो 2 घंटे लंबा होता है एंड आई डोंट थिंक उतना बड़ा वीडियो वुड बी यूजफुल फॉर यू ऑल. तो आई हैव ट्राइड टू कट इट डाउन अ लिटिल बिट बट स्टिल मेंटेनिंग द रियल टाइम process of this painting. So I hope it is useful for you. I'm saying it again and again because I have never uploaded this much big video, but the only purpose of making this kind of video was to give you a proper idea कि dot mandal painting में exactly कितना time लगता है, and giving my tips as much as I can, because fast forwarded videos में it's not possible to give all those kinds of tips as you can see in this type of video. After gold dots, I'm again going with the flowing pattern with a metallic green color, because end wale row mein there was no green, so to balance out all the shades, because I've not used too many shades in this painting, so to balance out all the shades I'm using the same green color and making that flowy design around the gold decreasing pattern. Finally, to complete this painting, this is the last step which I'm doing. I'll be making some dots in between of all this design, like this one dot in between of all this design to cover up this space, but you can leave it without this dot. It all depends on individual perspective how you like it. I thought making one dot in between of this design will complete my painting. So yeah, after this it will be done. So once I'm done with all the dots, I will let this painting dry for at least 2 complete days, like 48 hours, because dots ko dry hone mein it takes time, and then I will varnish my painting with some acrylic clear varnish. बहुत ज़रूरी है varnish करना ताकि it gets protected and it is more durable. And this is how this painting turned out. I hope you all liked this real time painting video. Please hit that like button if you did, and let me know if you want more this kind of videos. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Love being creative. Bye bye.